everybody. I am here with my beautiful mom, Joy. For those of you guys that maybe are brand new to my channel and don't know very much about me or my mom, do you want to introduce yourself? Tell them a little bit about yourself.
I'm Joy Gett. I was married to her dad, and that's why she's, well, we don't really say the last name, so we won't say Shannon Rose. I retired about a year and a half ago. It was the best thing I've ever done. I don't have any time for anybody, not even Shannon or the grandkids, because I'm constantly busy. I don't know what I ever did when I was working. I love spending time with her and the grandkids, Brittany and the grandkids. Now we go back and forth from California to Tennessee. We bought a place out here, not that far from you, and we love it. And that's what I've been doing. Life couldn't be any better.
I know, right?
Yeah.
This is like the best time of your life. You guys just went on a trip worldwide, traveling the world, traveling the world. What was that like?
We actually went to Europe for 7 weeks to, I don't know, maybe 7 different countries. It was amazing. The only bad thing was that we missed the kids and the grandkids. So 7 weeks was a really long time to be gone from everybody.
Yeah.
But we were making up for it.
Yeah, you guys went to Switzerland,
London, Amsterdam, Spain. God, I knew all of it when we were
in the
midst of it. Oh, south of France.
Okay.
Oh, Germany.
Oh, yeah,
we went to Germany for Oktoberfest. That was a lot of fun.
Oh my gosh, we need to put a video in here of them at Oktoberfest. That was the best video ever. Were you drunk? You had
it was not me, it was him. He had like 2 liters of beer. I think I had 1 or 1 1/4, and I gave the rest to the guys at the table. Yeah, it was a lot of fun, and we were in the best tent. I mean, I don't know how people do that day after day, go to Oktoberfest, because it's pretty crazy.
Yeah, it was wild. There were so many people.
But it was a lot of fun, a lot of singing. It was just a blast.
A lot of good energy. You know, like everybody's just in a happy, fun mood. I feel like one of these days I need to go visit there. Maybe like when I'm older.
And we met so many nice people, like all along the way. Everybody was super nice and friendly.
Yeah. So cool. What an amazing trip. They brought us back chocolate from Switzerland. It was from Switzerland.
Yeah.
Switzerland chocolate. I don't think I've ever had chocolate that's tastes that good in my life. They brought us like this huge custom bar. What was the company?
It was Lindt, the Lindt factory out there.
That huge thing you would have thought lasted us a year. It lasted us less than a week in our house. And it was just me and the kids that like
these guys are chocoholics, and they get it from me and my family.
Yeah, we love goodies and our family. I feel like interviews with you and Jim, I could do like so many, because there's so many things I want to ask you, and there's so many different parts of your life that are so fascinating and interesting. But I wanted to talk about, let's do like a really funny story, because hopefully I'll remember it, because my friends remember all of my stories. I don't. That's so funny. You know, Brittany Boddington remembers all my stories.
I know, isn't it crazy?
Yeah, and I don't remember any of them. She's like, remember this? I'm like, I have no idea what you're talking about. I could have like not even been there. And I know. Have known.
Well, probably half the time you weren't really there.
Because I was like wasted, right? But also we just have bad memories, I feel like.
Yes.
Like long term. There's certain things that we just kind of like totally forget.
Yes.
I think I get that from you too. My mom has a million hilarious stories, but there is one that I will never forget. Okay, hilarious story time. Here we go. There was I don't even know if I'm able to get through the interview without with being able to tell us a lot.
I think it's pretty gross if it's the one I'm thinking of.
So let's just put a disclaimer. It's very graphic and gross. So if stuff grosses you out easily, just like click out now. But it's really funny also. So my mom, I was talking to her. I talk to her every day, but this was like a while ago. This is years ago. I'm talking to her on the phone, and she's stopped in LA traffic. So anybody that knows LA traffic, you know it's like horrible.
On the 405.
Yeah. She needs to go to the bathroom. And I'm not talking about like number 1. I'm talking about number 2. She's like trying to get off an exit, and she can't get off an exit, and it is like, and she really has to go bad, and she's talking to me on the phone. She's like, I have to go so bad. I'm like, Mom, just pull over, like get off the exit and go find somewhere to go to the bathroom. And she's like, I don't think I can hold it. And I'm like, Mom, what do you mean you can't hold it? Like, what do you mean? Keep your pants?
She's right. I couldn't hold it. I couldn't get off. It was nighttime. That part was really good, because no one could see in my car. I was actually driving home. I wasn't coming home from work. I think I had gone out, but I had my scrubs on. Thank God for that too. Easy access. I remember, I can recall it so well. I used to have these jackets that you and Brittany would like steal from me because they were so comfortable. They were just soft and cozy and zipped right up and went halfway to the knee. And I had on, I'm pretty sure, the gray one, because I didn't really like the gray one anyway. So there's an end to that story. So somehow I maneuvered my pants down.
While she's driving.
I had the jacket. I don't know if I had the jacket on or I grabbed the jacket and sat it under me. And there I just did it right into that jacket that I didn't like anyway. But then it got tricky because then I got home into my driveway. The trash can is pretty close to where I parked the car. And somehow I got the jacket off, got all cleaned up, got my pants pulled up, threw it in the trash, and went upstairs. But during all of this, I was still on the phone with Shannon.
Oh my God. So this is the best part. So I'm talking to her and she's telling me how she just can't hold it. And I'm like, Mom, like thinking like, what are you going to do, poop in your pants? And then she's like, yeah, I just can't hold it. And then all of a sudden she gets real quiet on the phone.
Did you ask me if I was
going? I was like, Mom, are you going right now? In your car, in your pants? Are you pooping your pants on the freeway while you're driving right now? And she doesn't say anything. And that is when I knew. My mom was shitting her pants in the car.
And no one has known that story until just recently. I actually told Jim about it like 6 months ago. I couldn't believe it.
Oh my God.
And now the world knows.
Yeah, now the world knows. So if you've ever shit your pants before, don't feel bad because you're not alone.
Probably haven't done it in the car while you're driving.
And that's pretty impressive.
Yeah, it was. I've done several other things. Not that, but other things while I've been driving in the car.
Well, that's good to know.
Yeah. Pretty good at that.
Yeah, I know.
I did a lot of driving.
Yeah, you did. Growing up, I always remember you doing like mascara in the car while you were driving. And I like remember hearing a story about like somebody that got in an accident and like the mascara one like went straight into her eye.
No, I did that all the time. I do my makeup. Well, you don't move. You're going like,
it's traffic.
You know, you're just basically have your foot on the brake the whole time.
Yeah.
I actually read a book going to work. Yes.
Oh my
whole book going
Not
to
on
work
tape.
Each day.
Not on tape.
Not on tape.
A physical book you're reading.
A real book.
Oh my gosh, Mom. It's a good thing like you didn't get in any accidents.
I know.
Oh
a lot of crazy shit.
That's so crazy. That's definitely one of the crazy stories. A crazy story happened with us recently with me in the car.
Oh my God.
And so we'll save that for another day. I feel like I can ask you like a million questions, but like what is something that you would say is like one of your proudest moments in life that you can think of?
There's so many. The one that probably sticks out the most, all my life, all I ever wanted when I die was for my girls to get along and be best friends. And they actually are now. It took a long time, but they actually are. And so my dream has come true. So that's probably my proudest.
You have so many, she has 8 siblings. Like you grew up with like a big family. And was that important like with you, with your mom or like your parents growing up, was for you guys to be close?
I don't actually recall my parents ever saying, get along, stop fighting, like I did with you guys all the time. My parents were busy working and we had a housekeeper who basically took care of us. But as we were growing up, if you got in a fight with one of them, you just went in another room because there was 5 or 6 more in there. So it didn't matter. We do have a big family and we try to do family reunions. And it's like one huge party when we all get together. Everybody gets along. Everybody loves each other. All the kids are together and the cousins. And it's just so cool. My sisters and my brothers, all their kids all get along and they're very respectful and have a lot of fun with other kids. So it's everybody's trying to do the same thing for their families and their kids.
Right. Which is why I thought like you would want us to have like more kids because you're like, no, 2 and that's it. But
that's true.
But you growing up with like so many siblings, don't you think that that's so like when my kids grow up, I want them to be able to have like, because if it was just me and Brittany, like I love Brittany to death, but like having Chantel and little Paul who are, and then like all of our bonus siblings. I don't like calling them step siblings. It makes me think of Missy. I like calling them bonus because they're like a bonus to our family, like bonus siblings, to have like all of them and then have the kids like and our kids and all the cousins. And I think of our family reunions and how awesome those are. And that I have Aunt Jen to call and Aunt Donna and Aunt Lisa and I have like Uncle Mickey and like I have all these like aunts and uncles that if I ever needed anything, I can call any of them. I know they'd all be there for me. And so it's so nice to like have that. And I feel like not a lot of people have that when they have
very rare.
families.
It's very rare these days for people to have large families. It costs way more money now than it did when we were growing up, even though it was a lot for our families growing up, but not like it is today. Most people don't have large families anymore,
That's
but
so
it
true. I
was
feel
really
like
cool.
a lot of my friends have, like Heather, she has 6 kids. My neighbor Kylie just found out she's pregnant, so like she's gonna have her 4th kid. And then I follow a lot of people online and also that are content creators that have like 8 kids. So it's definitely possible, and a lot of them homestead or homeschool.
Yeah, I mean, I
can
don't
make
think
it
there's a lot of people who have a lot of kids, but also the other thing is that today people have a lot of problems getting pregnant because they're waiting till after they have their careers and they have a house so they can take care of kids. Unlike us, we didn't even try to get pregnant. We just like looked at somebody and got pregnant.
Because you were younger when you guys.
We were all younger.
That's why
having kids too.
I think, but
yeah. But then today, a lot of girls are having issues trying to get pregnant. So if they have 1 or 2, that's amazing.
But we have another embryo, and you're like, no, get rid of it. Get rid of it.
Well, because your kids are a lot to take care of.
Yeah.
It's not easy.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of work for you.
But I think
some days it's overwhelming.
Well, a lot of days it's overwhelming, but I think it's also the stage of like their age. And I'm thinking like and hoping
We'll have to wait and see.
Oh God, don't curse me. I always said like it's like that
you
snow
didn't
is
start
my...
until you were like 13 or 14
Well, that's
or 15.
why I'm hoping at 13 they're going to be angels. And
you are an angel now.
The reverse,
it took
right?
a while.
Right? But like when I was little, I was really good. But also you dropped me off at like daycare and preschool, so you weren't with me a lot of the day.
Right. I always say it's way easier to go to work than to take care of kids.
Totally.
Definitely.
If you had the choice and you could have
If I could have stayed home, it would have been nice.
Oh, you would have done it if you could have?
If I could have stayed home?
Really?
Yeah. I mean, I probably would have put you in, sports and dance and different things like that. So I had time.
You did do that already, though. Even out with us out of school. We were in like track, cross country, running, softball, soccer. We did dance, modeling school. I mean, like we did all kinds of stuff. So
that's what's all afterward.
I know.
I would have done it during the day.
I don't know. I think it would have been like really fun to like grow up and have like you teach me to like cook. I mean, if I could just do things over and be like a better teenager, but I just feel like it was hard because you were always like working and then I was at school all the time. I would have liked if you could have stayed home and like dad was like super rich or something and then you could just be like a stay-at-home mom and do fun activities with us.
That's the thing. I worked to send you guys to private school
and
do groceries and all the fun activities, and he basically paid the mortgage when he felt like it.
Right.
It's not funny.
Funny now, wasn't then. But yeah, that's what I think like growing up. And then, well, at least for my kids, I feel like, I want to be able to spend as much time with them as I can because they grow up so fast.
And now you are.
I know.
Well, you're trying.
I'm trying. I'm doing my best. If there could be one life lesson that you would want to teach the people watching right now, I'm sure you have tons of them, but one that you would want to share, what would it be?
Probably to communicate. Because in my life, while I was growing up, our parents didn't communicate with us. When I was married the first time, we didn't communicate, and you just hold everything in and blow up. Now I'm married to Jim. We communicate, we talk about everything and anything that bothers us. We really never argue. We do disagree, but we come to a conclusion where we both give a little.
Compromise.
And always compromise. And when I'm talking to younger people and girls, I used to work with a lot of younger girls. I think I was the oldest one every job I was at. And they would be in relationships and all different things. And I'm like, if you can't communicate, or if you're already having issues and in therapy for something with somebody, run, because people don't change for the better. You want to change them, but that usually doesn't happen.
Yeah.
And I would say that communication is key.
Yeah, I agree.
To any healthy relationship, whether it's with your kids, your mom, your husband, a boyfriend, that's key. And I didn't learn that until I was really old.
Now that we've wrapped it up, that you want to say before we go?
I'm pretty sure told you that I'm proud of my girls, proud of all of my kids. My stepson just passed the bar. He's in DC. Clay, that was amazing.
I know. He's a lawyer now.
Yes.
And has an amazing job already.
He does, and he loves his job.
And he's like
he's really good at it. So just that I'm proud of all of you kids and everything you do every day, everything Britt does every day, all of my stepkids. So
that's awesome.
Couldn't ask for more. Have a great life.
Yes, and we're so lucky to have you because we know there's not a lot of, unfortunately, there's some moms and dads that aren't so great.
I have a lot of friends. Actually, even when we were growing up, I remember this is a story that was so funny. Not funny, just like unbelievable. Jim and I lived in Marina Del Rey on the water, and Brittany was coming home for, it was a holiday or something, and we were leaving town. So I told her, hey, why don't you have your friends and come stay at the house? You're, got a great house and it'll just be you guys. And she says, why would I want to come home if you're not there? I was like, what is wrong with you? I don't know any kids that wouldn't take that opportunity. You too.
Yeah.
I'm like, go over to the house, do whatever you want. And you're like, why? You're not there.
Yeah, because we go there for you, not the house. And
Which is amazing. Yeah. So I know I did something right.
Yeah, because we always want to spend time with you and call you 100 times a day, and you're the best
and
mom
I love
ever.
it.
Yeah. Thank you for doing this interview with us. If you guys have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them down below. Otherwise, thanks for being here. I'm sending you all my love and all my positive energy, and I hope to see you in the next video. Mwah.
Bye.